All right, our next panic or hammock, and it feels weird to have a 1-0 team here, but UCF, not the best showing against Jacksonville State. Only won 17-10, and this is not the Jacksonville State of last year, right? Rich Rod is gone, so I don't know. Is UCF? We were kind of going into the season with a little bit of trepidation. I kind of wish Wild Bill was out here, maybe in the chat, to give us a sense of how he's feeling. Should UCF be slamming that panic button?
Yes. Yeah, they should be slamming that thing the entire time, because whatever they finish in non-con is like their total wins, I think, this year.
I mean, it took them like 59 minutes for to take the lead against Jacksonville State at home. So I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can't add anything else to that conversation. This is a team that I was worried about going in, and you ideally want to put up more than 17 points against Jacksonville State, and have the lead for a little bit longer than, like you said, the very end of the game. This is another interesting one. Baylor starting the year 0-1, really tough game against Auburn. They got bullied in that game, but if we're being honest, there were a lot of questionable calls from that SEC crew, which, by the way, can we make some sort of rule where, like, in non-conference games, the officiating crew has to be from a third-party conference? We shouldn't be having officials with a vested interest in one team doing better than the other. I mean, that feels really crooked. But anyway, should Baylor be slamming the panic button?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they should be slamming it. I think that they should be pressing it and, like, asking themselves why they're pressing it. It's kind of one of those weird things where I think that they did get screwed over in that football game. Does that excuse the situation that they lost to Auburn or got put into that situation? No. Like, you should never have it in the ref's hands, right? Like, everybody always talks about it. Like, you shouldn't lose because of the reffing. Like, you should always be able to beat poor officiating. It wasn't egregious that the SEC officials were, like, out to get them, per se. But for Aranda, like, you're really gonna have to, like, figure out what you need to do moving forward. Just because, like, now you're on the outside. Like, you're one of the people that is probably outside looking in. And you have SMU, Arizona State, K-State, TCU, and Utah all on your schedule. Yeah. Like, those are 5 hard games. And you're already 0-1. And if you drop all of those, you're now max at 6-6. Like, is it now time to start considering getting away from Aranda? Like, do you give him another year? Like, what? The panic button, I think, is more about the coaching than it is, like, the play on the field. Because Sawyer Robertson looked really good.
What do you think, Austin?
Well, I was pretty shocked to see that Auburn beat Baylor. I mean, Baylor was my pick to win the Big 12 this year. And the reason why I picked Baylor was just because of how they finished the season last year. And I thought they looked really impressive in that, that 6-game stretch where they won 6 straight games going into that bowl game of theirs. That's why I picked Baylor. And like y'all said, Sawyer Robertson actually played a decent game. I don't think he totally struggled in his first game of the season, but I mean, like, now that they lost to Auburn, you look at the rest of their non-con. I mean, like, don't they play SMU pretty soon? I mean,
yeah, this week they play SMU this week.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that game's going to be a little bit more tougher for them. But I mean, should they come out with a win in that game, I think they'll be back on track. But I mean, if Baylor misses out on a bowl game this year, then Aranda is definitely 100% gone.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Austin. I mean, the biggest thing to me. And I don't get it twisted in the chat. Like, I don't think it's because of the refs that they lost this game, okay? The most concerning thing to me about this game, if I'm a Baylor fan, was how they just got bullied up and down the field, out-physicaled. And it's not like, SEC, I mean, listen, this is the last show where you're going to find anything about, like, the SEC, they're just heads and toes better, because they aren't, right? And Auburn, I still think Auburn this year is set up to be a certifiable mess, right? I mean, just the way that they're calling plays and just like all the mishmash of the different coordinators and the different quarterbacks that they're trying to play, and they weren't particularly good last year. I mean, this is a concerning loss for Baylor. I really thought that they were going to win this game. So yeah, I mean, hey, you love to see it, if I'm being honest. If there's one team other than Utah in the Big 12 that I love to see start 0-1, well, it's those boys down there in Waco. Auburn coach always looks hungover. Yeah. All right.